Hey everybody, Michael Snyder, California Weather Watch. Today is February 22nd. Right now we're looking at the infrared slash visible satellite imagery. You can see the sun rising across the Pacific Ocean, cut off low, parking itself off the coastline here. It's going to give us a break here for a few days, but this will eventually kick inland here and bring some precipitation amounts with it. It's also going to combine with the trough. It's going to drop down across the Pacific Northwest and might bring us some nice mountain snow. Then we'll take a look at the extended forecast. Things have a chance to remain active as we go on into the early portion of March. We'll go into that in some detail here in a moment as well. Now, taking a look here, a little bit closer a view of things here. I wanted to back this up and show you what went on yesterday afternoon. Do I still have it overlaid there? I do not. So let's click on here and we'll go to Goes Derived and look at lightning flashes and back up here. And you can see a few lightning strikes right there. Did you catch those right across some of the I-5 corridor there? Interesting stuff. Had a little asp gas there. That storms that moved out, and then you can see the sunset, and then it rises back up here. And you can see a few lightning strikes out in our storm off the coastline as we speak right now. But anyway, let's take a look at what happened February 17th to the 21st. Look at some areas that had up over 9, 10, and 11 inches of rain across Santa Barbara and Ventura County here. And you can kind of see, of course, where the bullseye was. We had some pretty good amounts in towards some portions of Los Angeles County and down towards Orange County as well. And some other areas of the state got some pretty nice precipitation amounts. We got some nice mountain snows out of this as well. But again, Southern California, the big precipitation winners. Just amazing precipitation totals. I can't wait to see what kind of records we set for the month of February. Just an exceptional round of storms and maybe more to come here. Look at the watch, warning, and advisory summary for the Bay Area from the 19th to the 21st. Look at all these significant weather advisories that were ongoing out there. We had special marine warnings for the waterspout potential, and there was even a couple of severe thunderstorm warnings there also, and some flash flood stuff going on there with some of that heavy rainfall. So yeah, pretty active storm system that we just went through there. Very nice. Looking at watch, warning, and advisory summary for the Bay Area as far as flood advisories, flood warnings, and flash flood warnings. You can see they were kind of all over the place here up and down the Central Coast, including Salinas, San Jose, San Francisco. There were a couple flash flood warnings kind of embedded in there as well. You just probably can't see it due to the color. But yeah, pretty active storm system. There's a little bit of a recap there for you. Moderate sneaker wave risk here. This is from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. today, February 22nd. So heads up if you're up and down the coastline here, and this probably extends down towards the Bay Area as well. Just kind of don't turn your back on the ocean. You know, keep your guard up there, and beachgoers can be swept out of the ocean, and you don't want to be caught up in these sneaker waves, man. Sometimes they have those logs in them that you can't see, and those can really injure you or worse. Now, taking a look at the 5-day outlook, Eureka, California. Look at this. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Sunday, Sunday. Then we might get the return of some precipitation here, and they put a little sneaker wave thing up there as well. You can see the sneaker wave threat there in the Sunday discussion. But if we look here, the heavy precipitation may be returning by the end of the month there for some of Northern California or some of the Bay Area as well. And you can see the heavy snow potentially for the Klamath Range, Cascades, and down through some of the central and northern Sierra Nevada. More on that here in a moment. Here's a risk of heavy precipitation as well, and you can see it's moderate for portions of Northern California. They do have the slight risk out all the way through Southern California also, and this is the risk of heavy snowfall. Look at that, moderate. Not bad. Well, we'll take another round for the Sierra Nevada. That's definitely for sure. Risk of high winds does include much of the west here also. Now, why is that? Let's take a look at the GFS. 18,000 feet, 500 millibars. You can see the cutoff low off the coastline here. So it's going to sit and spin here, and it's still connected to the subtropical jet a little bit, but it's going to take a little bit for it to get going. As you can see, it's still spinning as we go on in through Sunday morning here, but this trough is also going to help kick it through, and the subtropical jet is going to help combine with that and then eventually drag it inland here and bring some precipitation back to the state here as we go on in through later this weekend into early next week. And this could bring a nice mountain snow with it as well. Some chillier air aloft associated with that. And then we get a little bit of a break again, but then we got the Gulf of Alaska troughing going, and it's going to try to send more systems as we go on in through early March here. You can see multiple rounds of it potentially as we go on in through the early portion of March. So we'll be watching those and breaking them down carefully. It's still fantasy forecast time as of right now, so don't get too caught up in that future forecast just yet. If we look at the GFS, what would that mean? There goes our low just kind of sitting off the coastline, filling, weakening, and sitting there. And then we bring this trough, and the subtropical jet finally kick that through. So if we back up there, you can see the precipitation generally starts maybe on Sunday afternoon, Sunday night, and it could bring, again, some snowfall for the higher terrain. Could bring another round of precip, not as heavy as the last two rounds there for Southern California, but it could bring some heavier rain back towards some of the central coastline here as well. We'll watch that one closely over the next few days. We have some time to monitor that, and then you can kind of see the big pattern change in the cooler air mass swoop down across the west. And then we go off into the future atmospheric here, and another system wants to get rolling in here as we go through the early portion of March. Maybe a cooler system, and hopefully that can be a nice snowmaker for the mountains there. But we'll watch those. This is definitely going to be changing here as we go over the next few days, and maybe a stronger frontal system there as we go on in through early March. Who knows? We'll continue to break that down day by day. And if you want a nice, affordable home weather station, click on that link down below to save 10% off. It's got a lightning detection system with it, and it stores all the data for you in the cloud. Now, taking a look at the webcams, not bad. Look at Donner Summit there. Nice, bare and dry. So this is definitely the time to travel. If you want to get back and forth across the mountains, you got a few days to do so unobstructed. Look at that crest view, Conway Summit out there. Not bad. Not bad at all. Now, taking a look at total precipitation in inches in the National Blended Model. So let's watch this cutoff low spin off our coastline here. No precipitation on Friday. We go through Saturday, probably no precipitation. All the way then through Sunday night. It just starts to come towards the central coast as we go through Sunday night. It starts to roll back in here and kind of showing some heavy amounts for the Sierra Nevada. And some of those amounts aren't too bad for Southern California as well. So we got to watch this one closely. I mean, with everything so saturated, it could exacerbate some of those local conditions out there. But it's nothing like the last two storms we got. However, in the future, it does look like additional storms will be trying to roll into the state here. And we'll break those down day by day. No need to get too caught up in that just yet. But if we look at the National Blended Models, let's go ahead and check out what this system is going to bring. We're now scrolling through Saturday. Here goes Sunday. And you can see late Sunday night starts across the Sierra Nevada. Monday morning, things get rolling here. We're going to Monday afternoon, and we start to pile things up. Hopefully this can, overperform and bring some of this nice snowfall across the higher terrain of the Sierra Nevada, and then maybe additional systems as we go into early March. We'll just continue to break that down. 6 to 10 day continues to show the above average signal here as we go through March 2nd, 8 to 14 day as well. And the 8 to 14 day temperature keeps things below average as we go through March 6th. And I just want to show you that we have made some headway. I showed this yesterday. Also, we're getting back up towards normal here, and you can see the big progress we made during the month of February. Just very nice here to see us getting up towards about the 40th percentile or so, maybe even a little bit higher. So not bad. And this is the entire state snow water equivalent for California. So anyway, yeah, we'll just continue to watch things. This is going to sit off the coastline here. And of course, the extended forecast will get more clear as we get closer to it. We'll try to get some better model agreement. They're going to be flipping and flopping for a couple of days now. But as always, we'll break it down day by day. Hope you guys are liking the videos. Click like and subscribe. We'll do this again tomorrow, and I will talk to you guys then.